But why suddenly we need 2 KPI? Okay, next. You know the ancient days, long time ago, the generals in the war, how to order each unit in order to win the war. Yeah, next. Next. Yeah, next, one more. Okay. So, army, in the army, there are many units like mounted troops, archers, and infantry, and etc. All units, the final goal is the same. What is that? Win the war. So win the war is the final destination. But for that, how to do, what to do, they don't know exactly. Exactly when they need to move. Exactly when they need to shoot. Exactly when they need to right attack, something like that. They don't know. But ancient days, the top general, how to move them? You know? How to move them?
Commenting them.
Yeah, commenting them. How to order? How to order?
Through an officer. Through an officer, because general cannot talk to every person.
Yeah, so say that again.
He will, each unit officer, he will command to each unit officer.
So top general talk to each unit's head.
Yes.
Something like, yeah, right. But in the war, very noisy and very like a mess up, something like that. So how to? So can you next? They use signal. Yeah. Flag. So based on the flag signal, they can move in order to win a war. Okay. So next. So KPI function is like a flag. Like you know the company's target, like making profit, more revenue, something like that. But for that, what to do, how to do, you may not know exactly. So KPI is like a flag. Okay. Next. And applied for next. Okay, all of you here. Then. And your role. You need to think about your role related to KPI. Okay? Yeah, next. First, for KPI, you need to understand company core, goal, and strategy. You need to understand first. Then set up your individual level KPIs aligned with company's goal and strategy. Here, the key point is next, making alignment. So your KPIs closely aligned with company's goal and strategies. Okay, company is heading for this way, but you are heading for this way. Then you work very hard. Company is heading for this, but you are work very hard, but for this way. Is it good for company? Is it good for you?
No.
Yes, it is totally not good. So, in order to making alignment, company's way and your way, the same direction. For this, we are doing KPI and your role also. So you must check company's goal and strategies. If Mr. Gu and other Koreans do not tell about this, you need to ask them. what is company's goal, what is company's strategies. Okay? Okay, next. Yeah, and in detail, how to set up KPIs. How to set up. Okay, next. Actually, this form is used in Vietnam. There is one company named Thancom. Have you ever heard about Thancom?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Thancom is a very big company, and it's like in terms of knitting, is a vertical company from making like yarn and fabric, also sewing. They are doing all of that. And in Thancom, there are nearly 7,500 people there. Quite big company. So we are using this form for Thancom. And you can refer to this form in order to set up KPI. Maybe somehow customizing is necessary for Corel. But anyway, yeah, this form. Let me explain about that. Yeah, next. And first, KRA. Yeah, next. KRA is a bigger concept than KPI. Abbreviation is a key result area. So, at the beginning stage, you need to define your KRA. Okay? Then you can define your KPI. Okay, next. It is for Thancom. So simply ask one question to yourself. Why do I do this related to your job? Why? And what is the final result I want to achieve? Ask this question to yourself. Then note it down and find common areas among them. And put them together, give them a relevant name, just one sentence. Let me show you the examples. Yeah, next. So, for example, in Thancom, there is many sales department. Then, next. Yeah. So they need to think about more turnover, more gross profit, more delivery on time, shipment enough, more quantity or something like that. But based on that, you can choose one thing, like develop orders and manage orders. So here, in this case, it can be KRA, and this can be kind of KPI, even though not enough. So KRA, KPI, something like that. Okay? Okay, next. And after deciding KRA, you need to define your KPI here. Okay? Next. When you set up KPI, please remember SMART is the abbreviation of this. So KPI should be specific, not general. Specific. And second, KPI should be measurable. If you cannot measure, it is not KPI. Okay? And third, KPI should be achievable. If it is impossible to achieve, cannot be KPI. Okay? And relevant, it means that your KPI should be aligned with the company's goal and strategies. Okay? And time bound should be deadline and time limit until when I will achieve my KPI. Usually 1 year. Usually 1 year. Okay? Okay. Smart. Remember this. And for your reference, I will share this file to you.
Thank you.
So you can refer to this. Okay? Okay, next. And careful on KPIs. Yeah, maybe it's okay. Something like this. KPIs should be cascaded. For example, in big company, there is a company and department and team and individual. Maybe in Corel, I don't know exactly, but maybe company, team, maybe individual. So company's goal is a company's KPI, and cascade team level KPI, and cascade individual level KPI, and should be aligned together. Okay. And KPI should be very a few. Usually just 2 to 4 is enough. For example, your KPI is 10 KPIs. It's too many. So core KPIs should be 2 to 4, just 2, 3, 4. Okay, not too many KPIs. Okay. Okay, next. And weightage, total weightage must be 100%. And also, you need to give more weightages to priorities. Okay? More important, more weightage. Okay? Yeah, next. And okay, let me explain these things. When you set up KPI, you need to set 3 categories. First one, target. And second, exceed, over target. And based, like minimum target. Actually, this target is the real target. It's really good, it's excellent, but more than excellent, it's like a minimum. Okay. But just so, but not good. Something like that. And previous result, when you like last year's performance, when you set up based, you can refer to previous result. Okay, so previous result is related to based target. But target, yeah, okay, it's like this. Okay, next. Okay, you see based, target, exceed. So again, you up, yeah, based, target, exceed, yeah, down, based, target, exceed. So challengeable target. Target means success rate, failure rate is a 50-50. But if success rate is 80%, failure just 20%, easy. So based. But here, success rate just to 20%, very difficult. Exceed. Okay. So when you set up KPI target, you need to think about this 50-50. Yeah, okay. And calculation and notes. The reason why I'm commenting about this. When you measure your KPIs based on the calculation way, the measuring result might be different, right? So you need to talk with your boss about calculation way. So the same target, but different calculation way, and the actual number can be different. Okay, the calculation way. Okay, next. And KPI measurement and evaluation grade. Next. So, see again, based, target, exceed, 50-50, and next. So, if you achieve this, it means that KPI achievement rate will be 100%. Exceed 120%. Based 80%. But less than based is just 50%, the KPI achievement rate. Okay, next. So let me show you the example. So actual number you get is here, 53 million. Million. So here, right? So it means that achievement rate will be 100%. Up, please. This one. Here. And down. And here, this one belong to based, right? It means that 80%. Up. Here. Okay? Down. And this 94% based means that here, right? Then we will multiple like this. You remember weightage? Weightage 40% and 100%. So result, this KPI 40%. And here 30%, 80%, so 24%. Okay? And here 80%, 30%, 24%. And sum this 88% down. So here, this one is just for Dancom. Korea may be different, but based on this, 88% belong to here, right? So evaluation grade is B. Good. So make sense? Yeah, understood? Yeah.
Yes.
So based on that, evaluation grade can be decided. Okay? Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. And next. It's a little bit difficult to explain. There is a concept related to a limited portion. So, in Dancom, in the first stage, we decide department's rank. Department, like a team department, like this. And if one department have 10 people, based on this limited portion, just let me say 100 people here, and this department got A. In this case, among 100%, based on this limited portion, just maximum 10 people can get A plus. And here, maybe including here, maximum 25 people can get over A grade. Here, something like that. Is it clear? Can you understand?
Yes.
So, limited portion. So, department or team rank, and based on that, this limited portion can be applied. Okay? Understood? Okay. Next. And next. Next. Yeah. Here, there are two sides. One is a limited portion you just saw before, right? And KPI achievement, you saw this. And in the real situation, this one and this one must be some gap here, right? So, in order to settle these gaps, there is an evaluation committee. So, evaluation committee members, like Korean top managers and each team leader can discuss together. And then they will up some people, they will down some people in order to meet this limited portion. Okay? Understand? You really understand? Okay. Then we can get final result, the evaluation grade. Okay? So I'm explaining you about Tancom's example. So here in Corel, it might be customized by Korean managers. For your general understanding, I'm explaining. Okay. Down. And evaluation grade and compensation. Down. Yeah, down. Okay. In Tancom, when we decide incentive, in Tancom, at the end of year, every year, there is an incentive like Corel. So, when you think about incentive, there are two dimensions. So, one, company rank. It means that the whole company, Tancom's rank. Like, for example, this is the profit target. Tancom has a profit target every year. And the whole company, Tancom, more than 100% means company rank is A. But 50 to 100% B. More C, making loss is a D. So here, company rank A, B, C, D here. And individual rank. Each people, the evaluation grade. So here, then we can put some percentage of incentive here. If the whole company make a lot of money and at the same time you got A plus, means that more incentive. But poor performance, but company lose money. In this case, no incentive in time. And like this, even though you got the same A, but company got A or B. In this case, company got A, you got A is a more incentive. Company got B, you got A is a less incentive than this. So it means that your individual KPI is important. But if you just care about your own KPI, then don't care about company's target, company's profit, it means that less incentive. So you try to achieve your own KPI, but at the same time, you need to care about your company, the whole company. So should be win-win. And also, at the beginning, I told you your KPI should be aligned with company's goal and strategy. So should go the same direction. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Next. Yeah. Example. Yeah. Next. And also, salary increase. Your rank is A plus A, B, C, D. In this case, salary increase can be decided differently. Okay. Okay. Next. Yeah. Next. Yeah. You don't need to care about this. Usually, we set up next year's KPI December. And in Tancom, usually November, we make an announcement about company's goal and strategy. And based on that, December, each department and each individual are making their own KPIs. Then start from January. Okay. Yeah. Caution. Yeah. Next. Okay. Very careful about three things when you do KPI things. First, KPI, not top down. Also, KPI, not bottom up. Not just. Should be top down and bottom up together. So you need to closely communicate with your boss in order to set up your KPI. So consensus. Okay? Maybe your boss is pushing you to submit more target, and maybe you want to defend that, right? But you need to talk a lot. Okay? And second, feedback culture. The most important thing in KPI is feedback. So in Tancom, quarterly there is a feedback from boss and from top management. Like this. Top management quarterly have a meeting with each department head. And then each department head quarterly have a meeting with the team members. One-on-one meeting. Okay? So feedback. So by this feedback, sometimes you can revise your KPIs because business situation is always changing. And also